Star Church and getting the world out of love. What this is about is this main priest's chase and conversation at the well. So people can understand and that things can be manipulated, which is a main tool that they would use to get people to not ask and to figure out for themselves or get from the horse's mouth according to exactly how someone is. They would project how they interpretation of how that one is, and because they know you don't find out for yourself, they can easily manipulate you by how you perceive another person is when you don't even go to find out and such. So watch the technique. And so of course, those who've been following along or read the writ, you've seen the prayer in your face that I continue to work on in revelation of things and the bettering myself and understanding who is in front of me, whether they have a face, they're fake, or they can be real or not. So basically, I'm fasting small talk. I have a will that I'm concentrating on, a relational freedom that's equality for everyone. It's based on the will of the individuals and according to however offerings to God that they use to hollow their flesh and help out their life with other people's lives and such. So I've had to narrow down, funnel down into the narrow road of things that I would do and wouldn't do, and how people would, how the system of entrapments and morally dictating would manipulate those. So blame it on, I've always been kind of a workaholic anyway, ran a business for 15 years before this business, and I work between 60 and 80 hours a week, so I just take advantage of the time that I have when I have it, but I don't waste any time, whether to wait around and check to see if it's something I need to improvise on and such. I'm not going to play guessing games, and this one thing I'm fasting on is indirect. There's any indirect, you're not straightforward, it's not 100% truth. Secret owner, see you later, bye. It's real simple. If you don't know about whatever's going on, you're a liar. Or, yeah, you're not talking to me about it, you're a liar. Or this occasional, the only time that I have spent that this wouldn't look like I would correlate with you, because you were really good at pretend, which is fake, and lying, since you didn't tell the truth. But you look like the occasional I always leave a tithe for just a person that doesn't know what's going on. Doesn't know this is the main priest of Christ Star Church. I'm going to sit there and cater to however perception and whatever I can lead to understanding a little bit in the process of according to the coupling economy and the Candlestick Justice Game Reserve, which includes all of it. So, and maybe even lead to an offering. I like to do a blind format a lot of times anyway, but it's usually in a manipulated amount of information for their benefit, not mine, and such. But I wanted to tell you what these funnels and these doors that I had to cut off things, so you can kind of see where I'm coming from. Besides the no face, fake, no truth person, that I'm just gonna whatever. Here's your face when I'm in front of them. besides that, well, the conversation, like I said, it's, beat around the bush, the small talk, a couple things I do for letting a person know I'm there, I'm there for them, whatever they want to use me for. And but at the same token, I'm concentrating into the business well, Um, so if you're not getting to the point, or we're not getting to the point of the conversation, know, got, got better things to do, like talk to you all like this and such. So any which way, um, I'm going to break it down in male and female aspect of things. Of course, the Bright Star Church deals with the chastity chase and looking for the queen, the opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they? And obviously, which has the correlation to the sin offerings, the well. Um, well, uh, I realized that it was really the base of things, and it's really not really much to do with conversation when there's unconditional love. So I'm looking for ones to get straight to the point. Let's uh, be the free enterprise queen, or the queen of age, in other words. Uh, but that was really funneled down the sex part. Get to the point. Sex always leaves room for the occasional, if they're blind and they're just really good, one or the other. And I go hang out with them, and we do stuff great. Sounds good. You got me there. I couldn't get to the main thing. We have an offering, and some avail is around here. Such. So we did a little relational thing, like that every now and again. But the thing is, I've also talked a lot about how the relational factory goes. The denying or suppressing or controlling according to the sex, which is the point of the sex. Base, getting to the point type of thing. And that was also for, let me tell you the progression of what they would always do and what they have always done. In relational control factor things, especially ones regarding Rise Star or someone wanting sexuality aspects. Well, it was, well, here I'm a guy. Oh, you're just going to put them around a bunch of guys and little women around. You hear the crickets? Dudes here. Yeah. But, I really noticed that a lot of the ladies were on leashes. Oh, couldn't get to the ladies. Unless I followed one of these guys with the relational control factor and put up with their lying face in front of me the whole time. So that kind of narrowed that out. Plus, it just also, like in the chain gang, it ended up being some gay guy, which I'm not gay. So, the yeah, me following it. Plus, it's kind of indirect in the first place. The point, like I gave the free love sex zone there. Um, that it's getting to the point, getting past these issues and stuff. And I do have this 220-page writ that really has to do with every aspect of government and everything that's meaningful in the United States, and the most important thing, which is coupling and sex. And I can only take so much if I'm a person not talking about my business. You know what I mean? Or really, what's most important for them? It's like want to hide it and such. You know. So if that's this female, well, it's going to be especially the same with there's a bunch of dudes. Oh, I'm supposed to go with you and talk about absolutely nothing to lead me to the one you have on a leash. Understanding this? And it might be one of the other, oh, I didn't mention the other thing. It might be one of the gay ones trying to do something. Oh, or it could be one of the ones trying to instill fear. You got the fear factor. They showed me a special video. Pull out a knife. I had that a couple times. So any which way. So I basically had to cut off conversation with the fun effect. I cut off the relational aspect. It's going to be the same thing with a parent, too. If I'm like with these parents, and they're one's wearing green, and the daughter's wearing green, and I'm like talking about mini dates and the page there, I'm not going to be indirect with them, too. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of like looking for the queen there. Oh, I'm supposed to just kind of like, oh, or, you know, I'll literally have like these people like trying to lure me with like, I got these my daughters at home. So, did the queen, did she tell you to come get me? Why didn't she come? You know, it's just stupidity. You know, I'm not on a leash. You're not going to pull me to another one that's on a leash. It's not going to work. Not on a well. Especially the one that's kind of regulating that people get off leashes, get over their problems. Kind of generally have to do with controlling people. No control here. So so I had to, and it was always like this too. It's like the chase, right? The chase, but it was the way the economic chase. They make the women conditional chase, which was supposed to end about 12 because that was for chastity and to get them over those. Or at least a veil call, knowing about it. So then it was like, oh, here's the guy here. We'll take you here or whatever. I'm you take my leash, or let me go chase this one down with some stuff or something. And no conversation. I gotta fight for it. They like to promote that. It's worked really well in society. But there's one spot that they get more of it. Beta battle. But they also have completely opposite. Yeah, unconditional love. Now that chase too. They actually come for the purpose of what they want to do with a person to find and get to the point about what people would be looking for. There's a place for that now. So anyway, long ago I had to cut off like the male conversation for this reason. It was like they were wanting me to save them. Put in a couple for all little seeds. I do anyway, according to what God would say, but not according to what anybody else would say. One idol, one God here. No works are going to determine anything according to the word I get. So, because I had to think in equality of things, right? Because I would, I had to cut off the conversation with these guys because they're using me to enlighten them so they can use them. And then, here, let me steal your member kind of thing. Right? And then, but really to boot, in an equality sense, here's the females not saying anything in Norway. And then here's the males, I can talk to them all about God and help them out. Okay, wait, equalities-wise, I'm going to, according to the two, I'm only going to talk about whichever is the weakest link. I'm getting Nor over here. Oh, guess what? Guys get the Nor too then. Nor? Okay. All Nor. No, y'all get Nor. If I get annoyed with the female, the male get annoyed. I'm going to get the same amount. Oh, look, I got some extra conversation from these females. Here's the little bit of what I get from conversation with the females. You know how control goes? Okay. Then it progressed into something else. Then they tried this one. This one was great because then it was like, oh, okay, we'll talk to you, we'll send you both. And, oh, well, this conversation is currently really great. But then it was like, oh, here, let me spend like a whole day with this one lady, and give her seats and enlighten her about really what's going on. The only truth that they get, other than like some kind of manipulating stuff and little bits of the information. Oh, you get more of it straight from the owner and such. That's great. Oh, you gotta go? I know. You didn't even help me get, or you didn't even talk about what offering, what business? I thought we were going somewhere with this. Oh, no, that doesn't always matter. Try it 1,000 times. See how much it matters. So then it cut off the conversation. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to tell you anything you want to know. No, none for you. Oh, unless we do get to the point first. It's almost like Queen of Age or Free Enterprise Queen. You gotta concentrate your queenship first. Then I'll help you out as much as I possibly can want. No, we gotta get to that first. It's kind of like I'm gonna make sure you're queen. Oh, it's so hard for them to figure out anyway. So then I kind of cut off the conversation a little bit too, right? But it was also about a well. Right? So the funnel down effects, now they can really promote like, oh, it doesn't relate with people, doesn't talk about relationship, or doesn't try to build relationship with people, doesn't go with them to go with other people. He doesn't want to talk to the ladies too much unless they get to giving him some stuff. Getting to attraction part. Oh, see, he only cares about that. And, that's you. See how they can market it? See how this completely ends that marketing? You see reason, purpose, funnel, counterbalance of controls and manipulations. And when it comes down to it, it's very plain and simple. There is that thing I talk about. It's the stalemate. They're coming to offer war and trapping with making the locust dawn. I'm coming and going, I'm going to give you the same mirror, but I have the purpose according to law that makes it free from your manipulations in one spot for good. And it's already free for third party. Yeah, we're just going to wait for a queen to substantiate it for good. For me too. And some of your workers that you manipulate your controls over. Sounds great. And so we're gonna that work is in progress, and it's that same mirror. I'm going to do it according to how it is and how I told it. Whatever manipulations you get, if you don't get it from the horse's mouth, that's your problem. Whatever you believe, whatever you're controlled by those making you believe, that's your problem. As for me in my house, I concentrate on all of the things. I actually got those to replace things with blind first day in fatal battle, many days, and the even organizational parts with Salvation Works and the sociology, management, gambling, such. So all the relationships are there. All the not just sex is there. Um, Everything's in place. The only thing, the substantiation of the well and the Declaration of Freedom and the queen that's got to understand, and those that uh, cannot only give a little bit of information and manipulate by these little smoking mirrors of what that is will soon end and be funneled out anyway. So the so what so this conversation uh, has fasting, has the offerings according to what needs to be done. The doors need to be done. Uh, any questions? There's always that tithing for who doesn't know such. But if you're hiding too long, you're going to be convicted, and you know what I'm there for, and you know what I'm working towards, and you know it's not just for me, or you have a problem. Um, the organizations that are uh, coming around will fulfill all the other aspects that need to be done. But God bless and understand the conversation. And that's good.